When God speaks to you, you will feel empowered. God bless each and every one of you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about multiple ways of how God talks to you. And the first one is the most common, and that is through prayer. When God talks to you through prayer, what happens is you end up feeling very good and calm. Just putting your hands like this in the prayer format, you will feel more calm. You will feel more relaxed. And this is just God talking to you. God talks to you through many ways, and praying is talking to God as well. Another thing, and I know many people have actually had this, where they wake up at 3 a.m. If you're someone who just, for no reason, you waking up at 3 a.m. or 5 a.m., for no reason, you just wake up with like a sudden burst of energy or something, looking around like what's going on, that could be another sign. I've noticed a lot of people have actually gone through that. God talks to you when you're alone. Maybe you've been through an isolation phase. Maybe you've been through a phase where you were alone, or maybe there was a moment where you're alone for some time. But God generally talks to people when they're alone. And one of the things I've noticed recently is that God will speak to you through another person. Let's say you're hanging out with your friend, your family, your parents, you just met someone, and then all of a sudden they tell you something very interesting, something like you've needed an answer to. That's God talking through that person and answering something for you. God can speak through other people. Very powerful. But also, God can give challenges. However, of course, these challenges can be blessings in disguise. For example, your car broke down for no reason. So then you go to a mechanic. But maybe you meet someone there that you really like. Maybe you met someone from the past. Maybe you find a good friend. Maybe you get a business opportunity. Sometimes these challenges God can put our way. Sometimes it's not just something breaking down, it's not just technological. Sometimes these challenges are to make us stronger. Sometimes it's actually putting us in a better direction. So whenever you go through hard times, just think of God. It makes everything easier. But that doesn't mean God is always giving you challenges. Sometimes your car will break down. But of course, sometimes these challenges are blessings in disguise. And God wants you alone so you can listen to Him. There's so much distractions, whether that be the media, whether that be people, bad friends, etc. These are distractions. And actually, they actually take you further away from God, right? You want to be closer to God. And in order to do that, you got to listen and you have to be willing to listen to God. Because I feel like a lot of people will pray and then after that, they go and party and get drunk. It's definitely not the way to go. God can whisper to you. This is actually another way that God can speak to you. So maybe you hear something like a talk, a yes, a no, or something. It's like, what? Who is that? But only you can hear that thing. Sometimes your ears ring. This is very common. Ear ringing, loud pitch. We're not talking about tinnitus or tinnitus. We're just talking about a loud pitching, or maybe you just hear the word. God generally speaks when you are silent or in meditation. Meditation is actually one of the best ways to calm down the mind so that God can just speak right to you. He could just send the message to your conscious or subconscious mind or conscious mind. And you will feel, you'll just feel it, you'll know it. You'll get all that wisdom and intelligence, or maybe you get something that motivates you or pushes you to the right direction. Basically, meditation is one of the best ways for God to talk to you as well. It's actually very good, and He can just send a message to you. You'll just feel it. I appreciate everybody, by the way, who has watched this video, who's been watching the content. Guys, I am all grateful for you. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. By the way, send some prayers to those in Florida. Pray for those people because they've been through so much. Um, So by all means, pray for those. Praying for other people is great. You could always pray for yourself, but it's also great to pray for others because God is going to give you everything, right? God's going to give you whatever it is you deserve. God will give it to you all. So praying for others is also good. It's very good to do. You also feel better. So by all means, I want to appreciate everybody for watching. I'm very grateful, very appreciative. And God talks to us through so many ways. I hope this video maybe brings some clarification or maybe makes you feel more calm, realizing that God has been talking to you for many years and you may have not realized it, but He guides us through everything. So be the light because we need a lot of light. There's a lot of dark that is emerging, but the light, we are the light and we need to destroy the darkness or transmute it to light. You know what I mean? So thank you all, and I'll see you next time.